So, Ma, we will continue our discussion with the Houston Temple trip, right? That's where we
Yes.
stopped. And so, how? So you reached on the temple on Friday itself, a day earlier, and you're the first one to attend the workshop and see the deities and all that. And Ma Shakti
Yes.
Rupa, the full of energy, the little Ma,
Yes.
she helped you with all that. So that's awesome. So what happened later on, Ma? Can you please continue?
Yes, I can.
Yes, Ma.
What started happening to me
Hmm.
is that as I was sitting in front of
Ma Shakti,
Mahadevi,
Mahadevi. Yes, Ma. Hmm.
yes, Mahadevi,
Hmm.
I heard a voice speaking to me, a female voice.
Uh huh.
And initially, I thought I was imagining things.
Uh huh. Yes.
And the voice, she actually said, "You're not imagining.
Hmm.
I'm speaking to you."
Wow.
And she started speaking to me about
Hmm.
my house, my children,
Hmm.
and giving me advice on what I needed to do.
Hmm.
And I
Yes.
started having completions in front of her.
Wow. Okay.
So I broke into tears that
Hmm.
I couldn't even stop and
Hmm.
control.
Hmm.
And I just let everything go through its cycle.
Wow. Okay. Hmm.
When she was finished, she said, "I'm done. You can go to another deity."
Wow. Okay. She never gave me that technique when I went there. Is that the Mahadevi you visited there?
Yes.
Awesome. Awesome. Okay. I just wanted the viewers to see that. I'm in the Bangalore
Okay.
Adeenam, and we have all the beautiful deities here. So
Yes.
yes. Okay. Yes, Ma. Go ahead.
So the next deity I decided to go and sit in front of was the Krishnamurti deity, which is the deity that Swamiji carved with his own hands.
The Krishna deity. Okay. Yes, Ma.
Yes.
Okay. Yes.
And as I was sitting in front of that deity,
Mm-hmm.
he started speaking to me. And
Wow.
he said to me,
Mm-hmm.
in a past lifetime,
Mm-hmm.
we were married.
Wow. Okay.
And he told me what our problem was, what happened.
Uh,
And I just said to him, "I apologize." I said,
okay.
"You know what? I'm sorry we have that many problems.
Uh-huh.
Forgive me.
Uh-huh.
I'm sorry." And I apologize to make
Okay.
that completion.
Okay. Okay.
Okay?
Yes.
And it was unbelievable.
Wow. Okay. Okay.
So finally, my last deities, which I started with Hare Krishna.
Oh,
So
okay.
I went into the room where there was Hare Krishna, Rama, and Sita.
Yes.
Okay?
They're all in the same room.
All in the same
Same room.
room.
Yes. Yes. Uh-huh.
And I have always chanted the Hare Krishna mantra
Uh-huh.
whenever my favorite sports team is playing to help
Oh,
them
okay.
win. And it always
So when
works.
you bet your money on your favorite team, that's when, or you
Yeah.
regardless. Okay.
Yes. If they're losing, I
Yes.
just start to chant the Hare Krishna
Chant Hare
mantra
Krishna mantra. Okay. Good.
and they
Good.
win.
Wow.
So,
So you
but
know
that's
the
been
power
happening.
of the mantras. Awesome.
Right.
Okay. Okay. Good. Good.
So after seeing all the deities, and Shakti also explained to me that they are actually living
Mhm. So
and
hold
that
on.
they,
You said that first you visited the Devi, right? The
yes,
Mahadevi, right?
yes.
Then what was the second deity, Ma?
It's the Murti. I believe it's the Krishna Murti. I know
Yeah,
his the last word is Murti, a Murphy,
Murti.
something like that.
Okay, okay,
Murti, yeah.
okay, okay, okay. I'm
And then the
trying to
third
figure out
was,
which one it was. How did it look like?
oh, this guy is a male. He's
Yes,
very okay. I tell you where he is. As soon
yes,
as you walk into the Adeenam,
yes.
before you go into the room, he's sitting right there, very close to that room on your left hand side, where everyone goes to sit for to watch all of the inner awakening the two way. He's right there,
Oh, okay, okay,
facing the
okay.
door.
Okay, facing the door, right in the door. Okay,
Yes,
okay,
right
okay,
in the door.
okay, okay,
Okay.
okay. Yep, got it. Yes,
Yes.
yes.
So it
So
was.
that's
It
the
was.
Swamiji's Atmamurti, ma.
No, thank you. I
Atmamurti.
couldn't
Yes,
remember.
ma. Yes, ma. Yes, ma.
Optimality.
Yes, ma.
Thank you.
Awesome, awesome, awesome.
Okay.
Good, good. So you have a deep connection, past life connection with Swamiji. That's awesome. Awesome. Okay. And then you went to the
Oh,
Rama, Krishna, and Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, all those in the other room. Yeah. Okay.
yes.
Awesome. And they're
Yeah.
so lovely, beautiful, right, Ma? And you were able to touch them. You can put your head down. You know,
Yes.
in a Hare
Yes.
Krishna temple, you can't even touch them. You are like 10
I
feet away
know.
from them. And here you
Yep.
can like literally put flowers on them. You can,
Yeah.
right? And
You know I
even if
did
you
it.
are a male,
Yeah.
female, it doesn't matter. Swamiji's, all the temples are open for all, male, female,
Yeah.
bisexual, all genders,
Yes.
everyone.
Yes.
They're most welcome.
Everything.
They're all divine beings. So
Yes.
that's another thing which I love about the Houston temple or all Swamiji's temples. Like we can literally feel the deities, right? You are not pushed
Yes.
out, shoved out that, okay, you need
Nope.
to. So you can really enjoy those murtis and get the energy, communicate with the energy one on one, like how you had completion with the Parvati, right?
Ma.
The
Yes.
Mahaparvati,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
And that's so beautiful. So yes, Ma. Okay. Yes, go ahead. Sorry, I.
Um. So
So
once
you
you are
went to the Hare
engulfed,
Rama, Hare Krishna. Then what happened? What next?
then I begin to understand
Hmm.
that what I have come into was not of my doing.
Yes.
You see,
Just
when
for
I was
you,
going
they
to,
had to cancel it and they
right,
had to ship you here, and your husband had to
yes,
even fulfill the cosmos has to, give you the 500 and enjoy this beautiful vacation,
yes,
right? And it's always
yes,
warm and beautiful, nice there compared to
right.
it might be hot when you
The
went
East
there a
Coast,
little bit. Yeah,
right.
yeah. Mhm. Yes, ma'am.
See,
Yes.
at that point, I realized that the entire cosmos rearranged
Mhm.
for me to
Mhm.
be there, to have that experience.
Yeah.
And it was not something that was of my own doing.
Yes.
You
Yes.
know, going initially is like, yes, I'm going to Houston because I want to see Maha Yoga. I watched her on YouTube. I want
Yes.
to see those Guru Kula kids. That's
Yeah.
what I thought it was all about when I
Yes.
first set
Uh,
my feet down in Houston.
yes.
But once I arrived at that Adeenam
Uh-huh.
and I had that communication with
Yes.
those deities, I
Yes.
said, this is larger than me. This has nothing to do with me.
Yes.
I'm now at their disposal. And I
Yes.
might as well surrender to find out what is it that I'm supposed to be doing and
What is
what
the
is my
purpose of my
destiny.
life? Yeah. What
That's
what
right.
what is the, goal of my life? What was
That's
this,
right.
all the other
Yeah.
distractions keep coming, but what was the mission? Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
And that's when I came to that conclusion that it's not about what I thought I was coming for, it's about they wanted me there.
Yes, they really loved you. They wanted you there. And then there was like past life connection, right?
Yes.
And so much completion was waiting and all that. That's so beautiful.
Right.
Okay. Okay.
And they started telling me what I needed to do. They
Yeah.
told me to take $100 bill and put it in a donation box.
Okay.
They told me to go and clean the women's bathroom. They gave
Wow.
me so many instructions.
Really? The Murtis gave
Yes,
all that?
yes,
Wow. Wow.
yeah,
So they,
yeah,
wow.
yeah.
When I went to the Houston Adinam, means I went there before it was constructed and inaugurated once. Then I went after it was inaugurated, just recently.
Hmm.
And those deities, the main deity which you didn't mention, the Kala Hasteshwara, the one which is the tall Shivalinga, the tall one in the center, ma, that is the main
Oh,
deity, right? With the
okay,
nine,
all right. Yeah,
things at the
where
center.
they do all the puja.
Yes,
Yes,
yes. So that one, Swamiji installed that deity there, so it can protect the whole Houston and the area and all the devotees from all these hurricanes and all that. So
yes,
my house was, when the hurricane, what's that, Harvey came, right? So
yes,
Ma Shakti and few other devotees, they sent message to Swamiji. Swamiji, please take care of our, Adinam and our houses with this Harvey coming. It's gonna be
yes.
total
Hmm.
destruction and all. He said, "Don't worry, I'll take care of all the devotees." And
Okay.
my house is in like a mile from that river, the Brazos River, which was flooded, and
Yes.
no damage happened. Literally, no, nothing. And
Wow.
the second thing, beautiful thing was, like I was trying to rent my house for last 6 months, but after
Mhm.
Harvey came, it rented for, I had put it for like $2,000. I got
Okay.
almost like $2,900 rent on it. Uh, so
Oh my goodness.
when Swamiji blesses,
Oh.
it.
Yeah.
So, but these oil and gas companies, in Houston, they are damaging Earth big time.
Yes, they
They're
are. Yes, they
so
are.
they need to
I
be
had that
aware about,
experience also.
about the nature
Well,
and all that. So
yeah.
maybe
Well,
they invited this hurricane there. I
well,
don't
I'm
know.
going to tell you my experience with that also.
Yes, ma. Okay.
Everyone who came from the DC Adeenam,
Uh-huh.
they
How many
were
people were
being
there?
six.
Wow. Okay. So you had a good
Okay.
devotee company there. Okay.
Right. And they were all looking for places to stay,
uh,
and people were volunteering to take people in.
okay.
Well, I had a family member that stayed 7 minutes away from the Adena.
Wow.
Okay.
Yes.
And I just prayed to Mahadevi. I said, should I go and stay with someone else, or should I stay at my younger cousin's house? And she said, I want you to stay at your younger cousin's house because you, with your presence at your younger cousin's house, there cannot come harm to the whole community.
Wow.
And at the time, I really didn't understand it, but she continued speaking to me in the car, and she said, you're going to travel many places, and you're going to stay in places that you would not normally stay. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I would not normally stay in challenged areas.
Mm-hmm.
But what she said to me is, you're going to stay in those places because your presence is going to protect the people. And
Wow.
sure enough, on Sunday, we all volunteered to go to the university where the event was taking place for 7:30 in the morning.
What was
Well,
yeah. Mm-hmm.
at
Yeah.
5:30 in the morning,
Mm-hmm.
there was a huge boom outside the window,
Mm-hmm.
and air gushed past the front window in the living room where I was lying.
Wow.
And all of the car alarms came on, and we lost complete electrical power.
Wow.
I even took a shower in the dark. I couldn't see anything.
Wow. Okay.
And when I went outside, I said, why did this happen on the day that I'm supposed to get up and go with my little cousin to the meeting for the Balasans with Mahayoga?
Mm-hmm.
And I was just perplexed because, coming from a previous faith-based identity, I was thinking, you like that? I was thinking that everything should go perfect, nothing should happen. And it started raining and pouring that day to the point where you couldn't see in front of you, not even by 1 foot.
Mhm.
Okay?
In spite
So
of
as
all these weather, there were so many people at that
it
center
was
there.
so, yes, it
Yeah.
was, in
Uh,
spite of all of that.
mhm,
And later, what I found out is that, and this goes back to your statement about the electric and the gas company, I
mhm,
found out that there, in Houston alone, they use sonic testing, ultrasonic testing underground
mhm,
for gas, for gas leaks.
mhm.
So
Yes.
ultrasonic testing had taken place, and
Ah.
that was the huge boom, and it had
Ah.
knocked out all of the power, and
Wow.
it actually hit the car alarms because it's ultrasonic sound, and
Yes.
that's why the car alarms went off.
Oh, okay. 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 So you could
So
figure
see,
out how 2 + 2 4 and find the root cause and all that.
yes,
Okay.
yes, because I was wondering why did, because you understand, when I was lying, I was awake at 5 o'clock in the morning. So
Yeah.
when the big boom sound came, a gush of wind went past the front window. And why would a gush of wind just come past the front window unless there was an explosion? And there was
Mm.
no explosion. So
Mm.
why was the wind, the force moved of the wind that quickly? So I had to Google it, and that's when I found out that Houston, there's a lot of testing, ultrasonic testing, underground ultrasonic testing. Okay?
Ah,
And
okay.
so just think about this. Just my presence, having gone to the Adeenam, having done, so I was there for a huge puja.
Uh-huh.
Um, the other deity that is the brother, the warrior courage, the
Yeah,
deity that
yeah.
represents
The
courage.
yeah,
They actually washed the Balisans washed their deity on Saturday, and they dressed the deity, and we were all present for that.
Kartikeya. Yes, the warrior.
Kartikeya.
Yes,
Yes,
he
the
that
warrior.
warrior is one of the DNAs of Swamiji, and he is literally reviving this whole Sanatan Dharma. He's taking all these anti-Hindu forces, you know,
Yes.
and
Yes.
and the way he is doing it, once he enlightens them, they become part of his army. Like when
Yes.
I went to inner awakening, I was also confused with all these things, but then he empowered, he gave us knowledge, he imparted knowledge. Then he slowly he's giving shaktis, then he oneness, like the true oneness
Yes.
with the universe and all that. So Swamiji's mission is so amazing. We crossed 15 minutes again. Can I
Okay.
pause and we can do another
Yes.
one? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you, Ma. Nityananda.